my lovely friends, you're back again, and thank you for being with us here at Cruise1st TV with Derek and Polly. Remember, we have the biggest variety of cruise and stay offers anywhere on your telly box, and this time we're jetting off to exotic locations with celebrity cruises.
Oh, yes, we are. And to all the hotspots that are trending in the cruising world right now. So we're off to Canada and New England with drinks and Wi-Fi for next September as the seasons change and the magic comes to life. We'll also be heading across the Pacific to Sydney, Australia, to gorgeous Honolulu in Hawaii in April with city stays included.
That sounds lovely, doesn't it? That'll be absolutely your perfect combination, won't it?
Oh, yeah, cities and beaches.
Yeah. Absolutely. First, though, part of the world that's really booking fast with us here at Cruise1st, and that's South America, Brazil and Argentina. Cruise it all in 5-star new luxury on the Celebrity Equinox on a 19-night trip, and this is for the 21st of November next year. And we'll go and meet Equinox in Portugal's capital, Lisbon, and that's where we'll fly you off to first. So straight on board the ship this time. We can add a stay in Lisbon if you want to, but I don't know about you, I'm ready to get straight there up on the Lawn Club and enjoy the view of Lisbon. And
just feel like a VIP. There's just something about celebrity that just feels really, really special, and that kind of like you're a celebrity. It's just everything about it. It's the styling, it's the feel, that buzzword that everyone's using at the moment, the vibe. Well, that's what my kids use anyway.
Yeah.
Apparently it's cool. I mean, the lovely thing is there's just lots of like spaces to really relax and enjoy it, whether it's in the pool, whether it's just like you were talking about on the Lawn Club. Lovely. There's just loads of areas to kind of feel free and take it all in. And then, of course, you've got incredible eateries. And that is what a lot of sort of cruising is all about, amazing dining, and celebrity just do it so well, don't they?
Yeah.
The options are varied.
And everything is of a high calibre.
Yeah.
You know, I went to a hotel recently, and it wasn't a cheap hotel by any means, because obviously it was during the summer here in the UK, and it included breakfast. And you know how you build your hopes up?
Yeah, I love a hotel breakfast.
And then, but then when you go and look at the offering, and you think, oh, this is so sad.
Oh.
This is so sad in comparison to what you know is on offer on these cruise ships. You know, let's just take breakfast, for instance. It is not just one long line or one short line, should I say, of those hot trays, you know, with scrambled egg that you can bounce off the wall, you know, and burnt sausages and things like that. You know, it's everything. It's freshly baked pastries. It's an omelette station.
A station. So made to order, exactly how you like it and what you want in it, whether it's pancakes and waffles. Because this is the thing, when you go on holiday, you might eat a little bit more than you did at home, because you treat yourself. Oh, I'll have some pancakes and waffles. Oh, and then you add random things, bit of bacon with that.
Yes. Or you'll say, right, I'll have some cereal. My cereal will be my breakfast starter.
Yes.
And then I'll have a breakfast main course of maybe an omelette and whatever, and then
pan of chocolate,
actually, or a nice
pudding,
croissant or something. You kind of do, don't you?
Cheese course.
And what's the way to our hearts in terms of a good review of any holiday is feed us well.
Yes.
As well, isn't it? You know, make sure the food is right, and the thing is, you can't have a lovely looking ship like this that is kind of like boutique hotel looking if the food comes out and it's like, you know, the cafe at the side of the motorway.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's so everything you're seeing about the ship, the food fits it very, very well. We're just having a look at kind of the entertainment options on board. The Sky Observation Lounge is gorgeous as well. You've got the lounge there where you might want to take in some live music as well. And then, of course, the theatre, the piste de résistance. Look at that. So I think when you think about cruise ships and we say, oh, it's Broadway style show, that's not just the talent on board. It's like the sets, the staging, the sound, everything. Just absolutely incredible. It's going to be a holiday of a lifetime.
Yes.
So you are out of Lisbon and then arriving in Tenerife in the Canaries. So it's November, but that time of year, it's going to be beautiful, beautiful weather. You've got Mount Tidy there, which is like an active volcano, which is amazing. Then you're cruising the Atlantic, so you arrive next in Brazil, which I just think, I can't quite fathom it, but that happens here. Oh wow, you've got Salvador's Historic Centre, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's got colourful colonial buildings, cobblestone streets. It's just a very, very vibrant place while you're there. Next, it's Rio de Janeiro. Oh my goodness, go and see that Christ the Redeemer statue. I would just absolutely love to. It's named as one of the new 7 wonders of the world.
And of course, there's one in Lisbon as well.
Amazing.
Similar statue in Lisbon, so you can link it together in your holiday.
Uruguay is next. You've got Montevideo. Here you've got the Museum of Carnival. It's all about, obviously, the costumes, the masks. You've got exhibits on samba and just all the traditions. Lovely. You can really immerse yourself. It's back to, you're on to Buenos Aires, where you then come off the cruise ship, but you'll get 3 nights in a hotel here, which is just amazing. Now, tango. No, not that fizzy drink. The dance is a massive thing here. I'm glad you got my joke. You can visit a traditional tango dance hall. You could watch the locals, or you can even take a lesson while you're there as well. I mean, but all like, oh, look, there we go. All the cafes, all the restaurants, it's happening everywhere. Tango is the thing.
Don't you just know as well that, I mean, if you know anything about red wines, you know that there are some amazing Argentinian is it Malbecs, I think it is, and there are some others as well, and they are incredible. They're really gutsy, you know, really good, and of course fabulous steaks.
Oh, red wine and steak, just wonderful.
Yeah,
how
perfect.
amazing to have 3 nights there before your journey.
Very, very nice indeed. You know, it's part of the world that a lot of people want to see and haven't seen. Great. There's lovely links in this holiday as well. I love it. It's very, very nicely put together. Doing it with celebrity as well is just going to be your ultimate dream. Having that sail across the pond with celebrity to just enjoy the very best. My mind just popped back while we were looking on board the ship, the Equinox. And my mind just went back to one of the celebrity trips that I did, where there were actually live game shows during the day in the nightclub, which were really cleverly put together. I'd forgotten about that. So that's the kind of thing they'll be doing on Sea Days, is activities and game shows and other things that you can get involved in as well. It's really, really good. I can't remember whether our team actually made the cut or not. Did we win anything? I can't remember, and I don't think we were very good at that. Anyway, listen, this is brilliant. It's the taking part. That's all that matters, isn't it? Low deposit today for this wonderful trip over 19 nights. This is for next November, remember. So you can book it today for a deposit of just £199 each. That's the flight over to Lisbon in Portugal. 15 nights on your cruise on Celebrity Equinox with the Lawn Club, over to the Canaries, across the pond to Brazil and Uruguay, ending in Buenos Aires in Argentina, and that's where you have 3 nights to stay there in a hotel, and of course the flight back to the UK from there. On the cruise, you have your drinks package and your Wi-Fi included. Big values on those as well. That's the value of those is around about $1,600, which is fantastic. So great to have those as part of the offer. And yet, given how far we're going, check out the price of this whole holiday, because this is all 5-star, by the way. So good. How many nights is the whole holiday? 19 nights. So even if you do your rough, you know, calculation per night there, it's amazing value for money. I have to say, in November, depending on where you are, even in the UK, the prices of just finding a half decent hotel here in the UK, that's going to clock up a fair few pounds before you have something to eat, before you decide what to do for the evening, before you've gone to buy a ticket to go and see a show and all the other expenses that you pay out for. And that's not even 5-star, that's run of the mill. So this kind of holiday here, really amazing value for money. Lock it in today with your low deposit. Here are your upgrade prices as well. So if you want a better view out to sea, your ocean view and balcony prices are there. They are amazing. Mr. P's just done the conversion for the value of the drinks and the Wi-Fi package that's part of this, around about £1,200 worth of value, which is incredible. I mean, really, really good. And you'll love the calibre. It's funny, isn't it? Because I think I was saying this the other day to someone, that you think that when you're on a cruise ship going to a bar, if there's a bar that is offering cocktails, you would expect them all to be pre-mixed in bottles, and it'd be like, right, you want a pina colada? Well, you're one of 17 people that want a drink, so I'll get it out the big pina colada bottle and pour it in, and there you are. No, they make every single cocktail from scratch, the whole 9 yards. I've just recently got a cocktail kit in my life because I bought a cocktail cabinet. It takes a long time to make one cocktail, doesn't it? I don't think I would want to be that barman, but they take the time to make them all.
You're no Tom Cruise.
No, never. I'm about the same height, maybe even taller, who knows? That would be a nice claim to fame, wouldn't it? Anyway, 0800 953 4700. It is lovely being here talking about holidays because, it takes your mind and imagination in lots of lovely directions as well. We have so much baggage in our head a lot of the time, a lot of information, and not all of it positive, being bombarded at us left, right and centre. So talking about holidays is a real kind of like, it's like meditation in a way, isn't it?
Well, you're going to love our next adventure then, because it's with celebrity, and pardon the pun, it's an evergreen trip, which is always popular. It's your chance to enjoy the wonders of Canada and New England at a time of year where the seasons are changing and the views are just exquisite. So we're heading there at the start of next September on a 2-week trip, which starts by flying from the UK over to Boston in Massachusetts to say cheers to a 2-night hotel stay before our luxury cruise.
Oh, I see what you did there. Oh. Let's say cheers to a couple of nights in Boston. Let's go to cheers as well.
Of course, and you can't you? Well, you're gotta do it while you're there as well.
Oh, yeah.
You've just got to go and have a drink. Did you watch Cheers? Come on, everybody did, didn't they? What night was it on?
Oh, I have no idea.
Well, I remember it being a big thing anyway, wasn't it? Oh, Boston, great. And of course, you've got Fenway Park there. Now, I don't know if you're a bit of a baseball fan or you're just like an insight into baseball. It's a century-old ballpark and it's the home of the Boston Red Sox. So a couple of nights in Boston before joining the celebrity silhouette for your 11 nights of just epic luxury in enjoyment, and again, drinks and Wi-Fi are included. So we're starting off taking a look at the Lawn Club. Now this is kind of a special USP, if you like, of celebrity, where lots goes on up there. The grass is real, which is just how do they do that on cruise ships? I mean, I always think that when all these different things come up, but real grass, how they keep it going, amazing. But
I tell you how.
How?
It's like 13 or 14 different varieties of grass that comes from different places in the world, so it's used to lots and lots of different climates. Some of it comes from like places like the Bahamas, and they mix it all together, and that's how they get it to survive on top of a cruise ship. There you go.
That's actually quite interesting.
I made it my business to find out because I wondered exactly the same.
And there's the library, and they're real books. I've been on Celebrity, and I thought it was like this beautiful like show of, but they're real books that you can actually read and enjoy. The spa on Celebrity is just like the most luxurious, epic. They do all the treatments you could ever imagine, including a gold leaf facial where they actually put leaves of gold on your face. I mean, I presume you feel $1 million after it.
Yeah, amazing.
And then let's take a look at the staterooms. I think my experience of Celebrity is just super modern, super luxurious. Wow, the bathrooms are like really, really good with all those luxury toiletries.
It is.
These are the things that matter to me.
It is so your cruise line.
Yeah,
I have to
just.
Actually, because and we all have different expectations, and we all have, we all have base levels as well. We all have things that we say, right, okay, this is the bare minimum of what I will accept on any kind of holiday accommodation, which is great. It's nice to know that. But actually, what Celebrity are great at really, really over-delivering. So there's what you see, which is the beauty of the ship.
Yeah. And
then there's the service, which is much, much further beyond than you would expect it to be. And then there's the cuisine. You order fish and chips on Celebrity, you're not going to get what you're going to get down Blackpool Prom. Do you know what I mean?
Is your lemon wrapped in like a bit of like muslin, when you squeeze it over?
Yes, absolutely.
Fancy fish and chips. I mean, the burger we just saw before, my mouth was like watering.
But also, can I just say to those people at home, because there's some people at home thinking, hang on, does that mean it's all pretty food but there's next to none of it? No. It's really, really generous as well, because there's nothing worse than saying, okay, this is haute cuisine or whatever they called it. Nouveau cuisine, we went through a bit of a phase of, which was very nice looking food, but there wasn't none of it.
Yes. No, not like that at all. And if if you're kind of watching, we're saying how fancy and how luxurious it is, and it's making you feel, oh, that's kind of not my thing. Don't think that's all as well.
It's so relaxed.
It is so relaxed. It's so informal. Don't feel that you'd feel in any way out of place. Like, it is so welcoming. It's just, that's why it's my kind of cruise line. Like, if you want to dress up and have a great time, you can. But if you want to just put your flip-flops on and your shorts, you can do that. So it's like, that's what you want from a holiday.
Like a permanent beach club.
Yeah, love it. Okay, cruising out of Boston, arriving in Rockland in Maine. Now here, maritime heritage is a massive thing, and the Breakwater Lighthouse is the place you've got to visit. It's iconic, and you get from the top picturesque views of Rockland Harbour and all the coastline as well. Next, it's Halifax in Nova Scotia. I mean, there's so much history here. There's a star-shaped fortress, and again, great views of the city and harbour. You can explore all the historic buildings, learn about the military history as well as watching the daily changing of the guard ceremony. Sydney in Nova Scotia, you've got Cape Breton Centre here for all the heritage and science and exhibits of local history as well. You've also got artefacts and interactive displays all about the region's past. I mean, this is a real culture vulture holiday, this one. On to Quebec City in Canada, and you get an overnight on board in port here, which is great because there's just so much going on. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's got 400 years of history, and it's the only walled city north of Mexico as well. I mean, and the whole thing about Quebec is like kind of the French and English sides to it as well. A day at sea, you'll arrive in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Here you've got the most beautiful Victorian preserved mansion, which really gives insights into the 19th century life in Charlottetown, including the furnishings and all the exhibitions and events taking place. A day at sea will arrive in Portland in Maine. Here you have got Portland Head Light, located in Cape Elizabeth. Again, an incredible lighthouse, one of the most photographed in America. You've got Fort Williams Park as well. Fabulous. On to Boston, where you will come off the cruise ship after just experiencing so much history, so much culture, so much maritime information.
You're going to have a fascinating mix of people that you'll meet on this cruise as well, because obviously there will be people from America and Canada who are staying closer to home. You'll have people from all over the world. I know we also make shows for one of our company's brands down in America, because I know we've shown our customers down in Australia. Did I say America? I mean Australia. So they're very, very different. So we've shown a lot of our customers in Australia trips like this, which, you know, everyone's looking for something different. You know, if you've done the Med, if you've done the Caribbean, if you've done this, if you've done that, you are looking for new ideas. And Canada and New England, particularly through these, you know, sweet spot couple of months, September, October, November, always very, very popular, especially if you're going to do it with someone like Celebrity, because you've got the perfect mix of the places you're going to and the wonderful ships as well. So this is an amazing trip, a great time to get out there as well. 5th of September, you can book it today with deposits of just £199 per person, and that is your flight out to Boston. 2 nights there in a hotel, then your 11-night cruise on Celebrity Silhouette through Canada and New England, including that overnight in Quebec City. Classic drinks package and Wi-Fi are included as part of the deal for you as well. Plus, of course, your flight back from Boston. And oh my word, we've got a special offer on this one as well. Let's show you the package price first, then I'll make you another offer. Another offer. Honestly, we're full of it. Full of offers at the moment. It's brilliant. It's such a good time to book a cruise. Honestly, the deals and the offers that are coming your way right now are crazy. So 2699 is the base price for the package. But on the cruise element of this, if you book an ocean view, we'll upgrade you again up to a balcony on this one. So let's go and check out that. So it's 2699 on the inside, extra 399 ocean view price, which if you take that price, we'll upgrade you to a balcony from there, which would be very, very nice indeed. Always nicer. Obviously, it's bigger stateroom, and you've got the balcony, which is, I don't know. I can never kind of push you towards a balcony. You know, it's one of those things where I would say it's whatever budget you're working with. You know, we always show you the best price first, and then you make your decisions from there. But having a balcony, it just feels different, doesn't it? It just feels the business. It's lovely. It is like getting on the plane and turning left rather than right. You know, like it's a feeling. It's a vibe, as you were saying.
Love it. Well done.
It's a vibe.
You got it.
Anyway, listen, want to know more? Want to tailor that even further? Want longer in Boston? Or do you want to do something else in America before you go to Boston and take the cruise? Completely up to you. Maybe because you cruise back into Boston as well, maybe there's something else that you want to do, you know, after the cruise, go on to Boston from somewhere else after the cruise, then you can, of course. 0800 953 4700. Right, okay, let's go somewhere we know everyone wants to go, because our final celebrity always included offer for this show is taking us on a paradise journey across the Pacific to discover its treasures and wonderful islands. In fact, it's kind of 3 holidays in one, this one, as we cruise from Australia to Hawaii. It's 23 nights in all, starts on the 5th of April, not long at all to wait. Actually, that's going to roll around really quickly. We fly down to Sydney in Australia first, and we're going to stay there for 2 nights in a hotel before we do anything else. And listen, there are worse places to have to spend 2 nights, aren't there, than Sydney, Australia?
Oh my goodness. I mean, Sydney is famous for so many things. Obviously the Harbour Bridge, the Opera House, all the incredible beaches that are on offer. Bondi Beach, probably the most famous. The second one is Manly Beach, and my husband's cousin lives in Australia, and he said if you're going there, go over to Manly. It's got everything that Bondi's got, but it won't be as busy. So that's a insider's tip while you're there as well. The zoos, the theme parks as well. And I think you can get about by ferry, and that's another thing Rory, the cousin, says, is like the ferry ride to get somewhere is just a ride in itself, is full of views. So like we would hop on a bus to get somewhere. You can hop on a ferry and it's like, goodness great. He said it's amazing. He lives there and he said he never...
Well, listen, it's in Sydney. It's got to be exciting, isn't it? So you've got a couple of nights there in a hotel. Here is your cruise ship. It's the Celebrity Solstice, another one with the lawn club upstairs.
Bad. It'll do.
Yeah, it'll do. All of that 5-star luxury all over the place, all of that wonderful. I mean, let's just talk about your staterooms for a second. Yeah. Because they are incredible. I mean, honestly, fantastic size. The amenities in the bathroom, the size of the bathroom, the power of the shower and things like that. You just think, oh my word, not necessarily what you would expect at all, but this is a 5-star cruise line, remember. Don't let that chase you away though into thinking it's, you know, it's stuffy and too oppressive. We're cruising out of Australia, for heaven's sake. So if you can't be relaxed there, where can you be? Exactly. And there's something when you're aboard, it's not stuffy and oppressive. It does feel like a treat. It does feel special. It does feel like, wow, I'm on a 5-star holiday. But not in a way that anyone's going to make you feel uncomfortable. No. You know what I mean? It's very, very welcoming. I'm sure many of you watching this would have done a spa day, you know, where you go off to a hotel in the country and whatever and have a whole spa day or whatever. I kind of imagine it's that kind of feeling, but again, elevated. Just literally never ending. Just, oh my goodness, take me there now, and especially in this part of the world. When it comes to styling, I mean, we were talking about celebrities, but just my cruise line. And that's because these things, I'm so impressed by how beautiful. I love beautiful, shiny surroundings. Yes, I like that kind of way they'd store that wine. I mean, it's epic. It's a feature in itself. Everything's a feature, whether it's looking at the food, whether it's looking at the styling, how beautiful the fabrics are on the chairs in the restaurants. It's just fabulous, and it feels special. I mean, I think when you're on board a ship like this, you can't fail to be impressed. And I think if you're constantly impressed and, you know, service wows you all the time, you know that's a great holiday. You know that if you're coming back with more positives than negatives from a holiday, it was a good holiday. Well, that's kind of the way it should be. Yeah, I think as well. But it's a holiday, isn't it? I mean, you've glimpsed there at kind of the theatre on offer, but the entertainment, the things going on in the lawn club in the day, the games, the theatre at night, so much going on as well. So you're cruising out of Sydney for your 17 nights of cruising, and you'll arrive in Lifu, the Loyalty Islands. Now here, explore that local culture in the villages, learn about the Kanak culture and traditions, stunning beaches here if you want to do a bit of snorkeling as well, or maybe you want to go hiking through the rainforest. Just something for everyone. It's the Mystery Islands next. Now, this is a little jewel. It's completely uninhabited, formerly used as a landing strip during World War II. Today, it's just so secluded and gorgeous white sands. Yeah, it feels a bit
special, doesn't it? Next, it's Lautoka in the Fiji Islands, which is known as the sugar city because it just produces so much sugar. Oh, wow. I mean, I don't normally have sugar in my tea or coffee, but I think having it right from the source might be the place to do it here. But look how beautiful it is as well. It's Suva next. Now, here you can tour the local villages, learn about Fijian life as well, the customs, the ceremonies. You can take part in a kava ceremony, which is a traditional Fijian ritual. Next, it's Apia in Samoa. Here you've got the House of Worship as well, the Immaculate Conception of Mary Cathedral and the Robert Louis Stevenson Museum. So lots of culture going on, but perhaps just taking a look at those beaches and those beautiful waterfalls, you just might want to relax for the day as well. It's entirely up to you. It's your holiday. You're going to cross the international date line, arriving in Pago Pago, which is American Samoa. Now, again, more amazing snorkeling opportunities is here. You've got reefs of all shapes and sizes and amazing marine life like sea turtles as well. We're arriving in Hawaii next, into Kailua Kona. Now here, I think if I was going, I'd want to go to a traditional Hawaiian luau to experience that Polynesian music, dance, the cuisine as well. Of course, go and see the beaches as well. Now you're going to come off the cruise ship in Honolulu, but don't worry, don't cry. You've got 2 nights in a hotel. Oh my goodness. So you might just want to relax and take it easy on the beaches, or you can take an open door helicopter tour if you like, which sounds a bit scary, but imagine going over Waikiki Beach, Diamond Head, Pearl Harbor, and just seeing all those iconic sites that you've heard about. And then you wouldn't expect in this part of the world to have all these upscale shops. Well, I wouldn't. But again, you might want to go and have a look at those designer shops or just see the traditional shops as well.
You think about it, Hawaii, of course, part of America. Americans don't get too much vacation time. They do like to vacation in places like this. They do like to shop on their very limited vacation time. So, yeah, I think there's the tourism here is, you know, and again, you only have to say Hawaii, don't you? It's attractive in a name, isn't it? You know, so there's people around the world who are heading in its direction the whole time. It's wonderful. I'm just thinking, Polly, if you take this holiday, I just know what my present is going to be. It's going to be a box of sugar lumps. Thank you very much. Lovely. Right, low deposit again on this offer, just £199 each. 23 nights this trip for April. Remember, that's the flight to Sydney in Australia, 2 nights in a hotel there. 17 nights of cruising on Celebrity Solstice across the Pacific to Hawaii with classic drinks and Wi-Fi included. And a 2-night hotel stay in Honolulu before your flight back to the UK. And a partridge in a pear tree. Should be about £7,000 each. Shouldn't it, really? You think about it. And it's not. We're looking at $3,799 per person, 5-star all the way, with drinks and Wi-Fi included on the cruise. Here's the upgrade prices, by the way, on board the cruise itself, which remember is the lion's share of the holiday. It's 17 of the 23 nights. It just makes it even more attractive now, doesn't it? You think about it, this would be amazing. $3,799. I think it feels like an extra honeymoon territory, doesn't it? Just me. I think so, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it'd be worth it. Let's just call it another honeymoon.
Honeymoon or something, celebration, something special.
Yes.
Retirement.
Yes, or we finally did the loft conversion or whatever. Well, you can celebrate anything. Is there anything? Your drinks and Wi-Fi package, by the way, the worth of that, Mr. P's just converted that into pounds, roughly speaking, at today's conversions, about £1,400 worth, which is pretty good, actually, very, very good indeed. And it just means it makes the budgeting for the whole holiday so simple. Anyway, oh my word, that show went so quickly. So
fast.
I've forgotten most of it, haven't you? Listen, if you want to watch the show again, you can find it on our YouTube channel, of course, and you can go back and then you can choose your favourite offer. I just feel like we went off into a bit of a dream world there.
Dream world to absolute dream destinations. Ooh, where are you going to go to next?
I know, I kind of want a bit of all of those as well. But anyway, listen, if you need to remind yourself of what's just been in the show, you get off to YouTube and we'll be back here very soon. Bye-bye.